Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Stranky. I'm a little bit under the weather, Stranky, and this is Prison Architect. I do apologise because I'm very, very blocked up, and yes, I hope it doesn't interfere too much with the commentary, but I don't have any Prison Architect episodes left to put up, so I felt I had to do Prison Architect, and last night I should have done Prison Architect, and I had been dreaming about Minecraft, and I got, let's say, seduced into doing Minecraft episodes that were not scheduled until 2 or 3 days' time, and I did them yesterday because I couldn't stop thinking about the idea that I had in my dream, and Minecraft kind of does that to you, and I'm new to it. I know probably most of you are not new to it, but anyway, let me stop talking about Minecraft. We're doing Prison Architect, and we'll get back onto Prison Architect, which Introversion sent a video a couple of days ago as of this recording. I'm not sure when this is going to go live because, as I said, I have quite a backlog of Minecraft videos now, and I do have some city skylines, but probably I'll try and get this up in between a city skylines episode. Anyway, I'm still sticking to the 2 a day, even though I'm getting a backlog, just in case something happens. I'll have a backlog of videos because, as I've seen this week, my health is not the greatest right now. And I'm not talking about Muhammad Ali, I'm talking about my health. Yes. Anyway, so we have to see what we're going to do in this area. Maybe we can do another forestry, or maybe we can do a second yard, a bigger yard or something. Maybe a bigger yard that would be just for the maximum security people or something like that. But yeah, so our workshop is probably can be split into two, and then we can get more people in, doing workshop stuff, and more programs. We've got 34 interested, and no one wants to do that. So yeah, let's actually work on that while they're building that up. So what we want to do is probably remove this table, and I'm just going to put a wall. It's quite simple really. Do it something like that, and I can't do that bit yet, but that's okay. And how's our utilities? They should come straight up like that, so if we do them in line, it's okay. And this one we can concentrate on, so hang on, if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So if we take off these, and then this can be carpentry. Do we have anyone in the carpentry lesson? One interested. So although 11 passed, only from the 11 that have passed, one is either left in the prison or interested. That's not very good. Yeah. Alright, so probably best thing to do is to remove those two. And we'll get 3 more in here. And then this will have a few more. Because I'm not sure if the foreman can actually do extra. I don't think that's true down here. Could be. Maybe they're digging this way. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. We've got this, so yeah, we'll have to see. Probably we want to put dog patrol somewhere around this middle area as well, just in case. So how's best to do this? Alright, that's been removed. Let's put that wall down. I'm thinking out loud. And, objects. Door. Put a door like that. So these tables can be here. Because I'm not sure if the foreman will do the lessons. So, alright, let's actually we'll remove these 3, and it's probably quicker to do the dismantle thing, and we'll put 3 more saws. Probably saws are better because they saw and then they press, and if they get this they can saw, and if they get the metal they can saw, but they can only press if they have cut metal. So probably better to put 3 saws than that. And we'll move them down in here, and we can put objects, and if I do the room workshop, where's workshop? As usual, I'm not finding the room. And you're probably looking at it on the video, and you're like pointing at it, and you say, "There it is. There's the workshop." So I do that as well. Oh, there we go. So we'll put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have 1 space between them. Hopefully no one will get chopped in half. 1, 2, 3. That's 9, 10, 11, 12. Have those been removed yet? Not quite yet. 1, 2. So they will go here. And I'll rotate. No, I can't rotate. So put this like that. That should be okay. And then they have a space around. Yeah, that should be good. Something like that. So we can get more people in each workshop. So let's go back into the. Where is the objects? I'm just going to click through everything. Logistics, prison labor. Let's have to reset this because it unsets. Wish it wouldn't unset, but it does. That's 20, and we'll get another 16. That can work in here. That's good. That sorts out a lot of the thingy, and that's still okay. And we can probably. No, we can't start another one. Probably because of this. Alright, let's stop that. And we'll stop that, and we'll start 2 of them. Start. Yeah. I don't know if you can have more than 1 foreman. I mean, in real life you can't. No, it's 1 of 1. So that's kind of screwed us. But I mean, if a lot of people end up passing, then they can start working. So we'll see how that goes. Again, I'm very sorry about my voice. But I had to record. I just had to get an episode out, at least 1 episode. I'll try and do 2. I'm scheduled to do 3. But yeah, I've been a few days, and every day I get a bit worse. I wake up bad, and as the day goes on, I get a little bit better. So hopefully later on today I'll be feeling better. But I can't record later on today. I have other things to do, so it has to be now. It's now or never, as Elvis used to say. And I'm not going to sing it with this voice. And if you don't know who Elvis is, my mother really likes Elvis. I was brought up not hearing him, but hearing all about how great Elvis is, and probably put me more against him than it should have. But yeah, no offense to Elvis. He in his own, it's not my style of music at all, but in his style of music he was probably very good. I think there seems to be two types of Elvis. There's the normal Elvis, and then there's the Las Vegas Elvis, who seems to have been the more famous of the two. The Las Vegas, it's the same guy, but it's like a different type of career. His career just took a weird turn at some point. I don't know too much about his history. Maybe someone can elaborate more in the comments about what made him sort of change his whole image and stuff. But yeah, he was kind of screwed by a very bad, selfish manager, and that is not a good thing. I am also a musician, which I should actually put in my description. I haven't really done much playing with a band for many years. I haven't. Actually, I'm going to remove the 2 rooms. It's better to remove the 2 rooms altogether than put in half rooms. Yeah, I haven't done anything with a band for many years, and it's a shame. I miss it. It was one of the, if not the joy of my life for a long time. It opened up doors to other things, such as my design job, which kind of took over. I started off getting into design to actually design album covers for my band. As a kid, I would spend a lot of time in my room just drawing out album covers, designing band logos, and among other things, I used to design how my house would look when I'm rich and famous. And yeah, my dad was a draftsman, and I used to see a lot of his technical drawings of buildings and oil rigs and things, and I kind of probably took from that and started drawing these houses that I would live in when I'm rich and famous with my band, and that never materialized. But it is what it is, and yeah, things happened. I got a job, and I had to kind of forget my dream, and other things happened. Maybe not better, maybe not worse. I'm not rich and famous yet. But yeah, I still have my guitars on the wall. I have my amplifier next to me right now. Cabinet. Yeah, my amplifier is actually a stack cabinet. My neighbours were really happy about that. And yeah, I haven't used it in ages, and something's gone too much. Too much for this one. Alright. Did something connect up to 2 systems? Yes, So 2 systems have connected back up by doing that. This one has screwed us. Okay. No problem. Sorry about that. I breathed in. I have to breathe from my mouth, not from my nose. It's the opposite of what my gym teacher used to tell me. Breathe from your mouth, not from your nose. Yeah, that's what gym teachers say. Dismantle utility. Stop talking about gym teachers and get on with the task at hand, Stranky. So let's fix that and get our power back up. But it's okay for the time being. Which they're probably not going to do for a while because they're doing all this cloning that I've just slapped in. And we've got another section ready, which is good. That's all cloned, but we can stop putting those utilities down. Oh, the joys of utilities. Yeah, but I thought while I'm doing these utilities, I'll just speak about some others. No, not dismantle. Locked open. I'll speak about some other stuff from my life. Because I've had a relatively eventful life so far. Everyone's eating, it seems. Quite happy with the food. So we have enough cooks. So let's put that up this high. We'll put some little ones in. I'm going to do it zoomed in. Probably better for you as well if you're watching it like on a phone or something, if I'm zoomed in. You might have noticed I'm back on 720p and have been for a while. Even though I had the new video card, yeah, I was struggling to find good settings for every game, and 720p seems pretty good for most games. So, and I'm back to Bandicam as well, but I'll be doing a video about that later, so I won't be talking about that in this video. Don't like to repeat myself, even though I do quite often. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So I used to have this band, and we were young, and we were angry, and well, especially I was angry. I was angry at the world, and we played a few gigs. Well, actually, we played pretty much weekly at a bar. We were too young to go into this bar, but we somehow ended up playing in this bar every week as a band, and I used to look. I stopped growing at 12, so I used to look old enough, and our drummer was quite a big guy as well. Burly, like a bear. He wasn't the skinny type of drummer, he was the hard-hitting type of drummer. And yeah, we got in no problem. Then we had a guy with us who was at the time our lead guitarist, but he was from another band because we didn't have a lead guitarist, and I couldn't play lead. And I would concentrate on the lyrics and the rhythm guitar, and we had a bassist who was quite. Now he's a big guy, but back then he was, I think, a year younger than us, and he wasn't. He was like a late bloomer, so he looked young, but somehow we managed to get into this place, and on our, I think it was, I'm not sure if it was the first time we played there. We drank a lot, me and the drummer. Yeah, I think we went there to play. I'm trying to remember because it was a long time ago, and I want to get the story exactly correct. We went in there to play, and it's kind of like what happened in the Blues Brothers, but a little bit different. It was just me and the drummer that got to stay there, I think, because the other two looked young. They only came in to play, and we stayed there the night, and we started drinking. Now I don't drink anymore for medical reasons. But back then, and I didn't put down the 2 that I had in stock, but that's okay. I can put one of them down if it does. Hang on, no, that's stack. Okay, alright. Nothing. Forget about it. So we so you can switch on, and you over here can switch on, and everything should be better. Yes? Yes, okay. You caused the problem. I don't appreciate that. Anyway, so, and as I said, we were angry at the world, mostly me, and we drank a lot, and we had a good time out. It was probably like our first real time out. We were quite young. As I said, we weren't really old enough to go in, but we looked old enough, and we were playing with the band, and anyway, yeah, and we drank. I can't remember what we were on. I think we were on cider actually, but yeah, our fee to play in the place wasn't much. It was something like £5 or something like that. It was a ridiculous amount, but we were a young band. We were starting out, and we said, well, we can play every week, and we'll get a £5 out of it. We'll pay for our strings and our skins, and you know, and it's like a jamming session really, but on a stage in front of people, and yeah, and I can't remember how much we drank, but each drink at a bar is more expensive than if you just go and buy a beer from a shop or whatever. So, and we racked up like, it wasn't a huge debt, but like say £50. So we had to play like a bunch of gigs every week with the other guys to get rid of this debt. Anyway, so we were playing every week and whatnot, and obviously I was keeping track, and at the end of the debt, they still didn't pay us. So, I mean, being young, we didn't really say anything, and we just kept playing, thinking, okay, eventually they'll give us something. And the DJ who organised the weekly thing, it was like a rock party sort of thing, and he would do like a DJ set, like playing CDs, and then there'd be 2 bands. One was quite commercial, used to play like the Cranberries, if you know the Cranberries. If you don't, look them up. And then there was us, and we used to play like Metallica and Pantera, and like we would come in and destroy the place after the Cranberries. Anyway, and yeah, at one point we said, right, he's supposed to be paying us now, so we confronted him and we said, hey, I'm not going to say his name because since they're not really reconciled, but I've met him up again anyway. So we said, hey, what are you doing? You know, we did have that debt with the bar, but that should have been worked off ages ago. And we can put down 3 more thingies here. We said saws, didn't we? Materials, objects. Saw. Saw is the law. Put them down here. 1, 2. There we go. And 3. And he's like, oh, I thought you were still paying for free. We're like, no, we played for free because we had that debt with the bar, and now we need to start being paid, and we should be paid for the last like 10 gigs. And we played there all summer, and hadn't got a penny out of it. And I mean, when you're a student and you don't have any money, and you spend your pocket money on your strings aren't cheap. And when you're playing live, you tend to get strings a bit more often than when you're not playing live. But anyway, and we had a microphone stolen, and we had a cymbal stolen, so it did cost us quite a lot actually doing this gig, but we got a few followers out of it. And he goes, what was it he said? And he said, "Oh, well, okay, I'll pay you next time." And we're like, but that's what he said what you said last time. That's what they told us when, when we had the problem with the drinks. They said, once you worked it off, we'll start paying you. And he said, "Well, I'll sort it out with them, and then next time I'll pay you." So we took his word for it, and then we went peacefully on our way. I mean, we were young, we were naive, whatever. And then the next time we went to play, and he was a bit naive as well, because he let us come and play the next time. And we go to play, we play a gig, and then at the end of the gig we went to confront him, and we're like, okay, so now it's 11 times, so it's like £55. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't get enough from the ticket money to pay you this time. I'll pay you next time." And we're like, "That's what you said last time. I mean, what can you pay us?" And he's like, "Well, I don't have anything because I've just paid the other band." And anyway, and it was being a bit difficult. And we said, "Okay, next time we'll pay, but you have to give us 60, and make sure you give us 60, because if you don't, there'll be problems." And he's like, yeah, no problem. Because I mean, we knew the guy outside of the thingy as well. So anyway, we were kind of trusting him. And anyway, and so the next time we go in to play again, and no, I'm cloning the wrong one. I want to clone from here, so I don't want a bunch of them up the hallway again. And we go to play again, and we play again, and he's like, at the end of the gig again, we go up to him, to his little DJ console, and this time he doesn't let us in. And he's like, "Guys, I'm sorry, I don't have any money, and I've got owe a lot of people money, and I can't pay you anything." And we're like, "But last time you said that you were going to pay us, at least you got the 5 for this gig." And he's like, "No, I bought a lot of DJ equipment, and I bought a lot of CDs this week, and I spent it all, and I owe my mum money." And we're like, "Okay, well, forget about it. You bought a lot of CDs?" And he's like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." So I went outside and I got the bassist. I mean, he was a little guy, as I said, but it was quite tough. And I said, "Okay, we're going in. You hold him down." And I got the lead guitar as well, because he was angry because the cymbal that was stolen was his cymbal. And I said, "You hold him down, and me and John was the drummer, we'll put him down. You hold him down, and we'll take his stuff. We'll take what's owed to us. We didn't take more than his stuff." So we kicked down the door. Well, not kicked down the door. We kicked in the door of the console. Actually, we kicked it, and then he opened it for us because he didn't want us to break it. We went in. Me and John put him on the floor, and then the bassist and lead guitarist held him down, sat on him, and we started going through his CDs, and we said, "Okay, I don't have this one, I don't have that one, I have this one. This one I know someone who would buy it off of me." And we took 65 quid's worth of CDs off of him, if you're selling them second hand. Yeah, it was something I didn't really like doing, but it's something we kind of had to do. It put us in a situation, and yeah. And these are things that sometimes you have to do in the end, and at the end, I mean, he kind of made our lives a bit difficult outside after that. But I mean, you're not going to get taken advantage for, and sometimes, I mean, maybe it's not the best way around, but sometimes you have to stand up for yourself. can't let people push you around. Yeah, anyway, so I've been going on for ages actually talking about this story, so I'll call this an episode, and with the next episode we'll finish off this, and actually I need to do utilities up here as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. I've been Strenky. This has been Prison Architect, and I've been talking about my band, and maybe I'll talk about some more stories while we do the next expansion. So I'll see you again next time. Thanks, and bye bye.